guys, you're welcome back to the channel. So today I'm taking you through how you can complete and sign the DAAD EPOS checklist, and then also how to fill the DAAD application form. Okay, now the checklist is very simple, so we're going to start with that. So this is how the checklist looks like. I'll leave the link to this checklist and then the application form. That's a DAAD application form in the description box below. You can check it out for yourself. So the checklist contains documents that have to be submitted to apply for scholarship in the EPOS program. Okay, now I would advise that you print out this checklist. Okay, it's a two-page document. You print it out in a colored form, and then you take where you're supposed to take. Now you have to take all the places except for the DAD application form. Now on this particular form, if you apply to just one program, or if you selected one program in your letter of motivation, then you take on the mandatory, just the first box. If you selected two programs, then you take the first and the second. And if you selected three programs, then you take all the three boxes. Aside that, you are to take all the boxes. After you're done with that, you come down here. This page basically contains the DAAD selection criteria for the program, and then useful resources which will help you or guide you in writing your letter of motivation. Okay, aside that, you come to the last page and there's a location and date here. So what you have to do is you write the location of where you currently are. So let's say Accra, Ghana, with a comma, and then you write the date. The date that you were able to gather all your documents and then you were starting with your application process is what you have to put here. Then afterwards, you write your name in capital letters, and then you put your signature close to your name. I mean, you sign close to your name. So that is it for the checklist. Okay, this is how to complete, and then you sign it. Once you're done signing it, what you have to do is to scan it and then keep it as a PDF file, and you have to save it as DAAD EPOS checklists. Okay, that is how that's the appropriate way you can save it. Now let's move on to how you can fill the DAAD application form itself. So this is the DAAD application form, and you can use this form to apply for other DAAD scholarships as well. Now, I mentioned earlier that DAAD has over 150 scholarship programs available to international students. But today we are going to focus on the information needed for the EPOS scholarship program. And this file or document is a PDF document, but you can alter or you can make changes. I mean, you can edit. That is, it has given you the opportunity to fill all the spaces that you need to provide information. Okay, so let's start with the filling of this form. So first of all, they will require for your name, so, and then your nationality, and then this page is also asking for which application you are interested in, okay, or which scholarship program you're interested in. So we are interested in the study scholarship for postgraduate courses with relevance to developing countries, so we tick on that. On the second page, the name section has automatically been filled, and then it also requires certain information, so we start with that. So first of all, you have to provide your surname, then your first name or your first names, and an option for you to tick if you're a male or a female. If you have any academic title like a doctor, professor, you put or input that one here. Then your date of birth, and the format is the day, the month, and then the year. And then the place of birth. Now the place of birth should be the same on your international passport. Country of birth. And your marital status, married, single, and then the number of children. So single, if you have children, you list the number of children you have. then your country of residence. So this space is asking for your contact and then your address. Okay, so first of all, you're going to enter your street name, then your zip or postcode, then the country, then the telephone code. So Ghana is +233, and then your email address. So the third question is requiring for information of your secondary school. Okay, that's your previous high school information. So first of all, the secondary school you attended. So then the year you enter secondary school and then your year of completion. Okay, so in this session, they're requesting for the type of final examination that you took at the secondary school level. So the original name of the examination, which is, so after that, they're requesting for the year you were awarded a certificate. So let's say results. So for the results, you're going to write how many A's, B's, and D's, E's, F you got in your final high school results. So let's say um So the first session is requesting for your higher education, that's university and other degree awarding institution that you attended. So first of all, they're requesting for the time you started to the time you ended, the institution, and then the subjects you pursued. So from beneath it are other spaces. So if you have pursued a master's degree or PhD, you can enter those details here. So these spaces are not required to be filled by EPOS applicants. Okay, so we ignore those page. However, if you are currently affiliated to any university in Germany, you can just enter the name of that university here. If not that, you ignore it. The fifth is your degrees held, and so the year you held that degree, the exact degree title, the subject, and then your degree results. So the year you held the degree. So mine is Bachelor of Business Administration. If yours is a BSc, you write BSc with your program. If it's a BBA, BBA with your program and stuff like that. Then the program is. Then your degree result should be your final GPA or your cumulative GPA. So same applies to this. So if you have master's degree and PhD, you can enter those details here in the spaces provided. So this space is requiring for degrees expected before taking a possible scholarship, and for EPOS, you should have completed your degree with experience before, so it doesn't apply to EPOS scholarship applicant here. The sixth one is your duration plan to stay in Germany. So you look at the course or the program you're pursuing under this scholarship program. So let's say the program I'm interested in takes 2 years for me to complete. So then they're requesting for the year you have to take the program and then the year you'll be completing the program. Okay, and this form is for the 2024-2025 academic year. So my program will start in 2024. So I guess on the seventh page, they are requesting for the choice of host university or institution in Germany. So for those who picked just one university, you just name the university here. Those who picked more than one, you list all the universities that you selected here. So let's say the first one I picked was. Okay, so let's just say I picked just two universities here. And they're asking if you have made contact with any of these institutions. Okay, so if you have contacted the school in any form, being it through mail or through telephone, anyhow, then you should let them be aware of it. So let's say yes. If you take yes, then you should attach copies or proof of your contacts that you made with the university. But if you haven't made any contact, then no. Next is a chosen field of study or specialization at the German university or institution. So if you chose more than two universities, you separate them with a comma. So let's say the first program I chose was SEPT. The ninth question is, do you intend to obtain a degree? And it's obviously yes. And then you name that degree you intend to get. So if it's an MBA and MSc, you state it. Okay. So MBA in SEPT, MSc in okay, so we're good to go. Okay, so they are asking that if you're obtaining this degree, is it from a German host university? And the answer is yes. If no, then you write the name of the university. And as I said earlier, this form is for other scholarships under the DAAD. Okay, so for the EPOS, yes. The next is a study research project in Germany. This is usually for those applying for PhD programs. But if you are applying for a master's degree program and then you have a research topic or something you're working on or something you propose to work on in future once you start with your program, then you can put the topic of your research project here. It is not compulsory to work on this particular topic once you have been selected to be part of the program. You can change it. Okay. The 11th question is requesting for academic referees that you have submitted along with your application. So I will advise you to attach one academic referee and then one professional referee, since EPOS is requesting for a professional experience. So let's say one academic referee. So the 12 is requesting for your language skills. So since when and where have you been learning the German language? If you are learning the German language, you can state where and where you are learning it, especially for those who are pursuing a program in the German language. Okay. So but then if you don't have, or if you are not learning it or anything of that sort, just ignore that place. Then they're asking you for the knowledge of other languages. So which other language are you good in? So English here, and I'm very good in it. If you can speak French, you can attach. If you can speak Spanish, you can attach. The 13th question is asking if you have ever received a DAAD scholarship in the past. So if you have received, yes. If you haven't, no. If you have received, if you take yes, then you name the exact title of the program which you received a scholarship for. The next page is asking if you have been sponsored by other institutions. So no. If you have, yes, you name that institution or the sponsor. Next is, are you applying under another DAAD program for the same period of time? So I've mentioned earlier that has so many scholarship programs. So if you're applying for any DAAD scholarship program during the duration of the EPOS scholarship, then you click yes. If no, then you click no. If yes, you click. If yes, you state the program title here. So no for us. Then, are you currently applying to other institutions? If you are not, no. If you are, yes. You click on the yes, or you tick on the yes. You write the name of the institution, and under that space, you have to state the decision of that institution. Have you been given an admission, conditional admission? That wants to know. So for us, it is no. I haven't applied to any other institution. The name has automatically been generated here as well. And on this page, they're asking for your previous visit abroad for study or work of at least 1 month. So if you have studied abroad for work or for studies, you give that details here. From which time to which time, in which country or where, and then what you were doing, that is if it was study or for work, and then financed by who. So you provide that information. It doesn't apply to me, so I'm not going to go there. The 15th question is asking for your professional, your practical or professional experience during or after your high school. So let's say from 2020 to 2023 where type of work. So if you have other qualifications, you can add up and then you continue from there. Next is please enclose your written proof. So for your occupation, so you're written what position we held currently or the last position you held. The 16th question is asking that will you be granted leave of absence for your stay in Germany, and I would advise you take yes because you're going for study, and usually the organization has to give you permit, but it's not all organizations that are going to pay for your leave. So if the organization is not going to pay you whilst you're on leave, you take no. If they will, then you take yes. So what professional career do you emphasize? What do you want to be in future after you've taken this program? The 18th question is asking what are your extracurricular activities. So if it is reading, the 19th question is asking for other information or remarks which seem important to you in connection with this application. So if there are other remarks or important information that you need to give to that so that you can be considered, I mean, you should be one of the first to be considered, you can put that information here. The 20th question, which is the last question, is requesting for your name and address of the person to be notified in case of emergency. So the name, you can use your parent, your guardians, your relative, or your friend. So, and then the postal address. So your country, the county, province, or state. You include your telephone, including the area code. So +233. Street name. Then the country, and then email if available. Lastly is the place that you're currently at whilst you're filling this form. So the date you completed this form, and then your signature. Now, every information I've provided here is for the purpose of filling this form, assisting you in filling this form. So most of the information here is not correct, okay? However, those are the informations needed. I mean, it's a personal thing, so that is what you need in filling. I'm only giving you a sample of it. So once you're done filling the form, you need to attach your passport size photo, and you don't need to use a staple. At the end of the video, I'll show you how to do that. So once you're done filling the form, you print this form out and then you sign. You put your signature here. Now once you're done putting your signature, you scan it again into a PDF file. Now the reason why you have to you have to print it out is because all these copies that you have to keep them very well, because if you are being selected, that will contact you to send this document to them, so you have to keep them very well. So that is basically how to fill the DAAD. Let me know if you have any problem or difficulty filling the form, and I'll be glad to assist you. Remember, I'm assisting over 100 students in applying for the next course, which is upcoming in April. I'll be dropping a video on that next, and I'll be assisting many students who are interested in applying to that program. Thank you so much if you have come this far, and see you in my next video.